Alright guys, what's going on? It's Rico Sensei, and I'm here to give my review on episode 3 of Kakegurui. And as soon as we start off the episode, we see that Satome is pretty much in a larger debt than she was already in. She decided to have a public match with one of the student council members. And a public match pretty much means when a house pet can have one chance to gamble with anyone they want, as long as the bet is pretty much reasonable. And that did not end up well. Satome's really in despair. You can see it in her face, like how depressed she is. She just wants to give up. And Yukime entered the same room, and Satome pretty much just blamed Yukime for everything that's going wrong with her now. And so now we have Yukime versus one of the members of the student council, Rico. And they pretty much play a game of life or death, which is kind of just a more complicated version of darts. That's all I'm going to say, because it is a little complicated, but yeah. So Yumiko starts off the gamble, or the bet, with 40 million yen, which is pretty intense, which is a pretty big way to start off the game. And then Yumiko and Yuriko, they go on and off on who's better and who's not. And Yumiko decides to trick, I guess you could say, Yuriko into, trying to trick her off, throw her off her guard by using wordplay because of her name and how she gambles using her name. So she's saying that you're cheating and everything like that. And so it does work for a little bit. You see that Yuriko begins to sweat and her face just seems uneasy. So then around the time Yukime, she even throws Yuriko off even more by saying, let's not bet for 40 million, but let's bet for 2 billion yen, because I know that you're cheating. And so now you see how uneasy Yuriko really is. She doesn't know what's going on, because Yuriko really is cheating. Like, she's using magnets pretty much to cheat. So now she's sweating bullets, honestly. And Yukime is all up in Yuriko's face, spitting and everything, saying, yeah, I know you're cheating pretty much, but let's make this even more interesting. And Yuriko is pretty much saying, I don't know if I have that much money to bet off. I'll be kicked off the student council, and I'll be a house pet now. But just as soon as the final pretty much swords were thrown, the entire student council came in and seen how badly Yuriko was about to lose this. And so, spoilers, I guess you could say, Yukime lost this bet. She's in debt. I don't remember how much, but I think it's 316. I could be wrong. Or 30 million. But she did lose this, she lost this episode. Now she's a house pet. But Yukime pretty much seen that not Yuriko, but the student council cheated for Yuriko. So now she's even more excited, and she wants to fight every single member of the student council because of how they cheated. And now all the classmates are laughing at Yukime, saying you're a house pet and everything. But the weird thing is, Yukime's taking part of this. Like, she's accepting this. She's saying, like, yeah, I'm a house pet. Let's gamble and everything. And it was awkward for me. And it was also awkward for the classmates. She was like, what's wrong with her? But, what else can I say? Around the end, Yuriko pretty much, I don't know. She was just gone. Like, she was gone. She was completely different than how she was in the beginning of this episode. The student council, they now have information on Yukime because they know how good she is. And they know, she can tell who's cheating and who's not, because she knew that the student council cheated for Yuriko. But besides that, that's going to do it for this week's episode. This still, in my opinion, is the greatest season, anime this season. Still, my opinion. I'm going to give this episode a 8.5. It was really good. This was a really good episode, and I still can't wait to see what happens next week and later on in the whole series. This is a really good anime. I'm really enjoying this. So, guys, comment below what you thought of the episode. Give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys on my next video.